What's up, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo, and we already have the patch notes for Rogue and X-23. And as we all predicted, X-23 will be getting an Awakened skill, and we're definitely going to be talking about that today. And we're going to talk about Rogue as well. So we have the Greetings Agents. This is CM Fragment, blah, blah, blah. X-23, who wears the title of All-New Wolverine, and Rogue with the power of the strongest mutants have arrived. Both have become more powerful with not only a new uniform, but also transcendent material Tier 3. Use these abilities wisely. Not bad. So we take a look at the uniform effects. We've already seen all this. We already know all about it. Nothing really new here. At least I don't think so. I didn't really go through all of this too much, to be perfectly honest. We have X-23, the same old guys. Nothing really changed. Notice the increase all debuff effect by 20%, which we already have, but there's a reason I pointed that out. And then we have Rogue's Tier 3. Now, it doesn't look that impressive as far as looking at the text, but if you notice, guys, we do have ignore target dodge rate, and this is nothing new. We have other characters that have ignore target dodge, but it's only for 6 seconds. But we do see increased damage by 100% for one attack, no all defense down. Now, when I see ignore target dodge, I'm hoping, okay, good for Null. I don't see no all defense down, but she already has all defense down in her kit, so she really shouldn't need it. And when you look at her Tier 3, let's take a look at this thing. I would enlarge it, guys, but the resolution would look like total crap. It looks pretty cool. It looks pretty cool. I mean, that's a lot of characters there that she's doing hits to be perfectly honest. But we know she does about 60 hits anyways, just from her 5th skill. So we'll see if we got to let the Tier 3 play out, if we can cancel it, get all the residual damage from it. But it looks pretty cool, to be honest. I do like it. It does like that she does that nice big stomp there. That's pretty cool. And then we have X-23, who's really who I want to focus on a little bit more. Rogue, it remains to be seen how strong she's going to be, how good she's going to be. And just like I said in the previous video, if she can't do well against Null, at least without any kind of pierce on your cards, then she's going to feel pretty lackluster. But just getting that Tier 3 and having the extra stats, she's going to be so much better. And regular War Boss, it won't even be funny. Even if you just had her old uniform, she's going to be way stronger. Then we have X-23, who, as a lot of us already predicted, she's getting the Awakened skill. Now, something I want you all to notice is she is getting the 60% all defense down. And some people are complaining that the all defense down should be higher. You have to remember she gets an increased all debuff effect by 20%. That boosts this thing up to 72%. So she's got a 70% all defense down on her Awakened skill. So I wouldn't be complaining about that. That is still there. They didn't need to give her 60%. But it starts off at 5%. And that's where the bummer is. Now, her increased all debuff effect from her uniform effect will buff that up. And so will a 40% increase all debuff effect from White Fox or from Dr. Voodoo or from Enchantress if you have the new uniform. Will bump this up, but not really by a whole lot. But the good thing about this is it lasts for 15 seconds. We do have ignore target dodge rate, which is really good, but I am a bit worried about X-23 for Null. And I will dive a little bit more into that in a little bit. But what I want you all to notice is when you're looking at this skill, I want you to notice whenever the all defense down applies from her Awakened skill. And it seems to apply right when they do that slash. You see that? There you see it. Like a little quick slash. Seems to apply shortly after you hit the Awakened skill. We'll see whenever we actually get it, and then we can actually test it. But that kind of worries me as far as their all defense down mechanism, because we know that the Awakened skill for Gambit doesn't do a whole lot of damage. In fact, we just cancel it just to get all the buffs, and then we go into our 3-5. So if we have to play X-23 the same way, what's going to happen is we'll get the all defense down from the 5th skill first. We'll talk about that a little bit more here in a minute. And then we have some interesting news that I think a lot of people are going to be very, very excited about. When using Gambit's Excalibur 5th skill, Royal Flush, the 30% decrease of all defenses, the all defense down stacks up 60%, effect has been changed to stack up faster, which means more damage. The faster the all defense down applies and stacks, the more damage you're going to do, which is great for regular World Boss. That's going to make Gambit even better than he already was, which is pretty insane considering he's already quite the monster. And then the following effect has been added to the Awakened skill, the full deck of Gambit. He has an all defense down now on his Awakened skill. And the awesome thing about this, unlike X-23, is they're the same. His all defense down is exactly the same on his Awakened skill as it is on his 5th skill. So it doesn't matter if you use the 5th skill first or the Awakened skill first. You're not going to use one all defense down to override the other. They're not going to counter each other, which is awesome. You don't have to worry about, whoa, I got to do the Awakened skill first, or I got to do the 5th skill first. I mean, we're going to see how it all plays out when he does have the all defense down. But just knowing that you never have to worry about overriding another all defense down is awesome. Whereas I don't think that's going to be the case with X-23. Again, it seems like you got to let her do a hit here before she'll apply the all defense down. And that could mean triggering the proc. And then the hero's type of challenges to unlock world boss, legend difficulty null. Stage 4 has been fixed to match the requirement to enter stage 39. I think most players aren't at stage 39. Most players just not that far. But okay, good that they recognized it. We have changed the hero requirement to unlock stage 40 from Star-Lord to Venom. Okay, that's cool. We will investigate agents that have used crystals to unlock stage 40 and proceed separate measures. Yeah, you should, man. Be fair to those guys and gals. Agents that have completed challenges number 7, 8, and 9 of Legend stage 40 through crystals. No, clears Legend stage 39 with Star-Lord 1, 3, and 5 times. The issue where an agent cannot proceed. 7-2 stage due to MODOK not being able to enter a warp zone. When an agent has reached the warp zone faster than MODOK has been fixed. I wasn't even aware of it, but then again, I haven't even been playing story mode, which I should, but it really seems like a hassle to be perfectly honest. And the percentage of the last season's received cheers being displayed as 0% in timeline battle has been fixed. Okay, good. And the text of honor token has been changed to the glory token of the daily trivia. And the increased percentage of acquired character uniform experience when using a clear ticket from the VIP bonus has been fixed to clearly display 100%, which is great. And then we're going to have a growth event for the new event. We got a lot more likes and dislikes, which is awesome. Now let me show you what I'm all talking about with X-23. So in X-23's new uniform, and I'm just purely speculating at this point, she has an all defense down on her 5th skill, right? And it starts off at 10%, which is actually really good, and it stacks up to 50%. But her Awakened skill is going to stack up to 60%, and it starts off at 5%. And remember, with the increased all debuff effect, her Awakened skill is going to go up to 72%. And by the way, guys, with the 40% all debuff effect leadership, that's going to go up to 100%. She's going to have 100% all defense down on her Awakened skill. She's going to be an absolute monster in the world bosses where all defense down applies. However, against Null, the thing that I'm worried about is Gambit's Awakened skill doesn't do much damage. It really isn't the greatest against Null, and that makes me think that X-23 probably won't be, but I really don't know. Until we get the character and get the Awakened skill, have her awaken, test her out, that's when we'll actually know how good she's going to be. So I'm a little worried about it. I'm not going to lie. But as far as regular world bosses, you want the all defense down from the Awakened skill to apply first. And you saw in that skill preview that it seemed like you had to do a hit and then the all defense down would apply. And a lot of times when you do a hit or a couple hits, the damage proc will trigger. So that kind of makes me worry. But the good thing about it is the all defense down that she has in her Awakened skill will last for 15 seconds. And that is awesome, my friends. So if worst comes to worst, you can actually hit her 3rd skill to get the damage accumulation. And then you would just hit the Awakened skill, right? And you let the Awakened skill play out. You would apply your all defense down first. And then you would go into the 5th skill. And look at how fast that all defense down applies from the 5th skill. It applies immediately. So we'll let that thing finish. And guys, the first slash that applies, boom, look at that. It applies immediately. So you're going to have to hit her Awakened skill to apply that all defense down first. Now against Null, you won't have to worry about that because you don't have to worry about all defense downs interacting with each other or counteracting each other. But that is kind of a worry for me as far as Null. The fact that Gambit's Awaken skill doesn't do much damage, it makes me kind of worry that she won't be the greatest for Null. But since her all defense down lasts for 15 seconds on her Awaken skill, if you let the Awaken skill apply the all defense down first, and if you have to let the proc apply to the Awaken skill, in the next rotation, you're going to use her fifth skill on your second proc, and it's just going to fill up that cup super fast because the all defense down starts at 10%, and she's going to do insane damage. I'm pretty much predicting she's going to be really great against the regular world bosses. I really don't know how good she's going to be against Null. I am a little bit worried about her. And Rogue, we'll see, guys. I have no idea. You know, she's got that 100% damage proc on her tier 3. She does have the ignore target dodge, but it's only for 6 seconds. But 6 seconds is really all you need for a proc. We'll see how well she plays with a proc. However, it's probably going to be a CTP of Rage, more than likely. That's really where she shined before in this uniform. So it's hard telling how good these characters are going to be. And the fact that they are changed Gambit is awesome. That really is wonderful that they did that. However, unlike X-23, Gambit having all defense down on his Awaken skill is awesome. Because when he does his Awaken skill, you literally, all you got to do, because his all defense downs are going to be the same, all you have to do is let these guys show up and then go into his fifth skill. They'll go ahead and probably apply that all defense down. You're going to fill up that cup super fast from the Awakened skills, all defense down, and his fifth skill, and neither one of them are counteracting each other. So for Gambit, getting the all defense downs, freaking amazing. And it is amazing for X-23 as well, but we might have to play her in a certain way to really get optimal damage in regular world bosses. So I'm pretty happy with what I saw. I think that Rogue's tier 3 looks pretty cool, but we'll have to see how strong she's actually going to be when she does get her tier 3. And as far as Gambit, I guarantee he's going to be better in the regular world bosses, but I don't think he's going to be better against Null, because really they're just addressing the all defense down stacking up and applying extra all defense down to his Awakened skill, but it will make him a whole lot better for the regular world bosses. X-23, I am slightly worried about. I think for the regular world bosses, she's going to be absolutely insane. Again, she's going to get 100% all defense down. She's going to murder. But against Null, I am slightly worried about how she's going to do. So it's going to be real interesting to see how all of this turns out. Let me know in the comments how you're all feeling about the patch notes. Are you excited? Are you disappointed? Are you kind of, okay, we'll see. And as always, I stream at Twitch at 10 p.m. GMT plus 7 time, which is reset time. The link will be in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one.